take a little sip, privacy on the door, I'ma make this shit grip. My type. We got London on the track. A rich nigga, 8-figure, that's my type. That's my type, nigga, that's my type. Old car swinging my inches, all these seasons.
Hi guys, it's Asia Marie. Welcome back to my channel. So first things first, I need you guys to subscribe to my channel because I will be doing a makeup giveaway. So you have to watch the entire video to see how to enter into my giveaway. So as you can see from my thumbnail, this hairstyle was inspired by Saweetie. I saw a picture she posted and I loved her hair, like was so obsessed. So today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make your own lace front wig yourself. It's not hard. This is my first time making a lace front. I've always made closure wigs. They're very easy. So I think I did pretty good for my first time. So this video is featured by Miss Cara Hair from AliExpress. I do have one 20-inch frontal and 3 26-inch bundles of Peruvian loose wave 100% human hair. My frontal bleached so easy. The wefts were thick, my ends were thick. I didn't have to cut my ends. Usually I have to cut the ends because they're so thin. Perfect. This hair is beautiful, it's soft, it's silky. When I washed my frontal, it felt like silk, no lie. Like, I love this hair. So yeah guys, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so let's get started. So first you're going to take your mesh dome cap. It's by Make Your Own Wig. I think I paid $2.99 or $3.99 at my local beauty supply store. And you're just going to place your dome cap over your wig head. You're going to pull it as tight as possible. Bring it down as far as you can. Now I bought this dome cap with a lace front, but you can just buy a regular dome cap because you're going to cut the front off the wig cap anyway. And for those who are wondering about my wig head, I got this wig head from a beauty supply store that was going out of business. I don't know what size it is, but her name is Sis. This my girl. She done helped me make a bunch of wigs. So next you're going to grab your lace front, take off the protective netting. I'm going to show you guys the structure of the lace front. The hair is so bouncy, so silky. Edges are nice and thick. You're going to take your lace front and place it on top of your wig head. Take the remaining hair and pin it away from your wig head so it's out of your way and you can see. Make sure not to pin the hair too tight because you don't want your lace front to ravel up. And then you're going to measure your wig head from ear to ear. Make sure the front of your lace is loose. And you're going to make sure the back of the lace front is straight and flat up against your wig head. I'm just going to show you guys how I have it placed from ear to ear. Then I'm going to take a piece of chalk and trace a line from ear to ear where my lace front stops, so I can later on start sewing on my wefts while my lace front is bleaching. My only mistake was I should have pulled my lace front maybe a ½ inch or more forward because my wig fits perfectly on my head, but when dealing with a lace front, you need a little extra room to finesse it, but that's okay, we're gonna thug it out. Okay, so to bleach your knot, you're gonna need the Got To Be Glued freeze spray, some bleaching powder. This one is by Clairol. You can use any other brand. A small bottle of 30 volume developer. If you're new to bleaching your knots, I don't recommend getting a 40 or 50 volume because it causes the hair to bleach too quickly and you could ruin the hair. Then you'll need a large popsicle stick, assorted hair clips of your choice, and a paper cup. Now take your lace front and brush back all of your baby hairs and any wispies or hair that's hanging off of the lace as best as you can because you don't want to accidentally bleach the hair, and just pin it back as best as you can. Pin your hair that's hanging down away from the lace as well. Pin it up. Now take your Got To Be Glue Free spray and spray a generous amount directly onto the lace. This is going to protect your hair from over bleaching, and it's also going to protect the ends of your hair from accidentally getting bleached. So just spray as much as you can. Spray a lot around the edges of the lace front and also around the back of the lace front. You're going to see me spraying the Got To Be glue spray directly onto the hair. That's just to protect it from accidentally being bleached. And you're going to let this completely dry. Now I'm going to take my paper cup. You're going to see me ripping the cup just so I can make it shorter. It's easier to work with. It's easier to see how much product you have in the cup. Alright, so let's get ready to mix our bleach. So you're going to take your bleaching powder and pour a generous amount. You want to have more bleaching powder than developer because you want the consistency to be thick, kind of like toothpaste. So I have a good amount. Pour more than I did because I had to go back and add more. So yeah, don't be like me. Take your developer, just pour a little bit at a time because like I said, you want your consistency to be thick like toothpaste. So you don't want to over pour your developer and then you have to go back and pour more powder and it just gets to be too much. So whip it up real good, real smooth, make sure there's no lumps. And as you can see, it's very thick. So yeah, this is when I had to go back and make more because I realized it wasn't enough. Y'all hear that OG Omarion playing, period. So yeah, let's get it popping. So take your popsicle stick, dip it in your bleach, get a generous amount, and when applying this bleach, please be as gentle as possible. Use light strokes because if you use too much pressure, you can push the bleach too far through your lace and you can end up bleaching all of your hair and you don't want to do that. So just be as gentle and light-handed as possible. So take your time with it. Be very patient. Be very gentle. You do not want to mess this up because if you mess this up, your whole wig is going to be messed up. Okay, sis? So don't mess it up, all right? Be gentle. So yeah, back to Omarion. So I was playing that OG In the Dark by Omarion from his O album. That's the best album. I still listen to it to this. I just really admire how Omarion has been handling this Lil Fizz and April situation. I just feel like he's just so advanced spiritually where he just don't have time to deal with the BS. So love him. I'm trying to be more like him. So yeah, I'm about to speed through this so y'all can just see me finishing up the bleaching process. And once you're done spreading the bleach evenly throughout the lace, set it aside and out of your way and just be sure to check on it every 10 to 15 minutes to see how it's processing. Alright, so grab your first bundle. This is from Miss Cara Hair. Unwrap it. Take it out the package. Look how bouncy. Oh my gosh. Luscious. Beautiful. Don't you just love fresh bundles? Like you just have to run your fingers through it. Look how thick my ends are. Love it. No tangling. The curls are beautiful. Yep, bouncy, bouncy. Let's get it poppin', sis. Okay, so unravel your bundles. When unraveling your bundles, just be sure to comb through while you unravel it because you don't want it to get tangled. So just brush through as you unravel. So yeah, just be very gentle and careful because you don't want to rip your ends. I don't know what I was singing, but I was into it. Okay, so take your hair. I'm going to leave my wefts doubled because when you have a lace front, you don't have a lot of room to fit 3 bundles. 3 bundles is a lot. So I want my ends to be very, very thick. So that's why I'm keeping my wefts doubled. So here I'm just measuring my bundles, making sure I could fit all 3 bundles on my wig. And it looks like I can. So now you're going to take a curved needle and thread, and you're just going to thread your needle Be sure not to leave your string too long, because when it's too long, it'll get knotted or tangled and it'll make it harder for you to sew your hair. So just tie a knot at the end of your string. So I'm going to start sewing my wefts right above the band. They have an elastic band, as you can see at the bottom. You don't want to sew your first bundle onto that band because you need that stretch to keep your wig on your head. So start sewing right above that band. So first, I like to thread my needle directly through the bundle first before I sew it onto the wig cap. So bring your thread almost all the way through, and then you're going to take your needle and place it through the end of the thread. I hope that makes sense. And then pull it all the way through. I'm going to do it one more time just so it's secure. Pull it all the way through. And now I'm ready to start sewing it on my wig cap. So I'm going to start right at the line that I drew. Use your thumb just to hold your bundle in place. You can start sewing over and under, or you can go under and over. It doesn't matter. Don't pull your needle all the way through, and I'm going to take the loop and put my needle through it and pull it tight. I know this may not make sense, but just watch it if I'm not making sense. And I'm going to do that one more time. You're going to do this at the end and the beginning of every bundle just so it doesn't lift or it doesn't get loose. So I'm going to pull it almost all the way through. And then I'm going to wrap my bundle around my wig head and pin it at the end so I don't have to hold it. I just take my long, I think this is called a duckbill clip, and just pin the wig down. Make sure it's in the correct space. And now you can just start sewing. Sometimes when I want to get a better grip of my wig head, I'll put my hand in the inside of the wig cap, as you can see right here, and then start sewing. You don't have to do this. Sometimes I just like to do this. I don't know. It works for me. So yeah, now you can just start looping your hair. I think right here I'm going over and under. Make sure that because you know your wefts are doubled, so you want to make sure that they're in a straight line. So you'll see me just grabbing the bundles and just making sure my wefts are back to back. So yeah, I'm just repeating that process. Sometimes I like to weave my needle through the thread. You don't always have to. Sometimes I alternate. I'll weave it through the thread sometimes. Sometimes I won't. I just like to make sure that my ends are sewn down as strong as possible because you don't want any lifting. So now I'm going to speed through this video and let you guys watch, and I'll come back in when we get to the end of this weft. Okay, so once I get towards the end, I like to unpin the hair so I can hold it in place. And this is when I start to sew my wefts a little tighter. Sometimes I'll put my needle directly through the weft and then put it through the wig head so it won't move. And when you fold the hair, it won't have a big bulge. That makes sense. So now I'm going to put the needle through the thread and pull it tight. And I'm probably going to do that 2 or 3 more times. If it gets tangled, just go back and pull your thread. So now I'm folding the hair towards the opposite side of the wig, and I'm going to pin it in place eventually when I get to it. So yeah, make sure you're lining your hair up correctly and then pin it in place. And when you see that end of your bundle, I'm going to try to sew it down as flat as I can because like I said, you don't want a big bulge from the end of your weft. So I'm just going to continue sewing. The way I started my weft, I'm going to do the same exact thing. So yeah, same process, just doing it over and over again till you finish. So it's been about 15 minutes since we first bleached our lace front. So put your wig aside and check on the process of your lace front. Look at the root of the hair and see how light it's gotten. At this point, I think it was like a dark brown, so it wasn't ready yet. So put it aside, wash your hands. You don't want any bleach on your hands because you could accidentally bleach your bundles and that would be tragic. So yeah. So when I see myself getting almost to the end of my thread, I like to cut the end of the thread off of the needle and I make a knot at least 3 or 4 times just so the thread doesn't get loose and your bundles start falling out. So yeah, I'm just going to tie it, cut the end of the string, and then thread me a new needle. So about this time I fast forwarded to my second bundle. Same process, same looping. And in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to check on my lace front again. So pretty much when I was almost finished with my second bundle, I checked my lace front and the roots were like a light blonde, which was pretty perfect for me because that was close to my skin tone. When bleaching the frontal, you want it to be as close to your skin tone, but make sure it's not like a brassy blonde because it'll turn orange and that's not cute. So yeah, at this point, I'm going to quickly wash off the bleach. You don't want to take too long doing this because like I said, the bleach could seep through the lace and you don't want that. So yeah, quickly wash off the bleach. Make sure you wash it as thoroughly as possible. I was trying to work fast. But then I'm going to take the clips off of the hair so I can wash all of the hair just to make sure that I don't bleach it. Just showing you how it looks. It looks really good. So I'm just going to wet the rest of my hair and I'm going to wash it and condition it. I'm using the shampoo from She Cosmetics. I don't know. I don't use this on my real hair, so you know, I don't mind using it on my wigs. It made my hair very soft and it smells really good, but it's not that great for natural hair. I think I got it from TJ Maxx or Marshalls. Just to be safe, I would wash the hair twice and then condition it, but my camera was about to die, so I washed it once and rinsed it out really, really good, and then I conditioned it and washed it out really, really good, and it was pretty safe. But look how silky that hair looks. Like, it felt so good and so soft. Like, just look at that. So it was so soft, y'all. I was like shocked. It was so soft. Look at that. Look how easily my hands are like gliding through the hair. Love it. So yeah, make sure you wash it as good as possible. I cannot stress this enough. Like, wash it really, really good. So this is the end result. The mesh is almost see-through. Perfect. Okay, so set that aside. We're going to fast forward. I am at the end of my third bundle. So since this is going to be the bundle that's closest to your lace front, you want it to lay as flat as possible. So I'm showing how I am splitting the two wefts apart, and I'm putting one weft across the right side and the left one towards the left side. So I'm just splitting the two bundles that I had together apart. So when I make this last sew, it's going to be flat. I hope it makes sense. But look, you see it's one weft. And I'm just going to sew it right across and do the same thing on the other side. So once I get to the end of this bundle, I'm going to cut the string, tie it 3 or 4 times, and then cut whatever's left of the bundle off of this hair. I'm so glad I didn't have a lot of hair left. I'm so proud. So yeah, that's the amount of hair I had left. So this is what the end of my bundles look like. It's very flat. So yeah, at this point it was 3:07. I started making this wig at 12 o'clock and I didn't finish until like 4. So yeah, grab your lace front, place it on your wig, line it up to the end of your bundles. Make sure it's pulled to the front. After this, you're just going to sew your lace front, tie up the rest of the hair just so it doesn't get in your way. And you're going to sew your lace front just like you would sew your bundles. Just be a little more gentle because it is lace and you don't want to rip it. And I'm going to speed through this because my camera died right after this. Once you're finished, take your wig off of your wig head and cut off the excess material that's underneath your lace front. After that, your wig is ready to be styled and worn. So I want to thank you guys so much for watching. And here's how to enter into my makeup giveaway. Okay, to enter into my makeup giveaway, first things first, I need you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Rule number 2, I need you to like this video. 3, I need you to follow me on Instagram. 4, I need you to comment a red heart emoji. Once you've commented, you are entered into the giveaway. I will pick a winner 3 days after this video has been posted. I will be contacting the winner to get their email address so I can get your shipping address so I can ship you your goods. So good luck to everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.